I am joined now by the wonderful Snuffleupagus herself.
Hi, Celine.
Marie, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I'm grand. I have a little bit of a cold at the moment, but that's not stopping me, although I may sound a little bit funny.
No. We call it the sexy on-air voice.
That's it. I like that one, actually.
Yeah, so we'll use that for this evening, but it's lovely to chat to you again, because I did chat to you last year about Glosna, really when you just started as such.
That was it, yeah, and we've come a long way since then, and it's great to be back on the show as well and be able to share kind of what we have coming up in the coming weeks and months and the different events we have going on here at Glosna. And
so far, how has it been received, by the way? I meant to ask you.
Really well. Great response from the local community, even from as far as field as Dublin, Cork, Tipperary. We've had people travel from all over to come to some of the events that we're running. Yeah. So, I mean, we are a new centre, and like any new centre, we're just trying to get established at the moment. And word of mouth and people's experience here are what's really most important to me.
No, that's great, because so far, anyway, everybody's responses, because I've been keeping a watch online. I couldn't... it's kind of because everything you have up sounds so tempting and irresistible in a way. Really, really does.
Well, we really just want to make all the events we have here and the different things we do accessible to as many people as possible, and making sure that in everything we do there's the element of fun and relaxation and enjoying yourself and laughing, because we can get very bogged down with the seriousness of life, and obviously, things are serious at times, but we can forget to access the joy in ourselves and the laugh, and we're really about that in Glosna. That's very important and close to my heart, and to all the therapists who work here as well.
Yeah.
And that's why we kind of aim to offer as wide a range of experiences as possible.
Yeah, and speaking of which, tell us a little bit about what you have coming up.
Okay, well, the first, I suppose, change we've made this year, it's really to respond to the kind of current economic climate out there, is we decided to put together half-day workshops.
Okay.
So to make experiences at Glosna more affordable to people. And our first one is tomorrow. That's Saturday the 15th, and it's a half-day experience on healing through spirituality.
Okay.
So really kind of accessing the creative side of things and giving people the opportunity to chill out, or as I say, float off on a beanbag, relax, enjoy themselves. And the therapist who's running that workshop tomorrow is Teresa Clifford. It kicks off at 1:30 and it's until 5 o'clock. And we have arranged the cost at €25.
Wow, that's very good.
Yeah, it's something we want to do, though. I'm not in this to be a millionaire. I'm not in this to make loads of money. I'm in this because I'm passionate about what we're doing, and we really just had to listen to what people were saying, and people don't have the money to be spending hundreds of quid on workshops and retreats. So we said, okay, how do we make it affordable? And just all we want to do is invite people here and have them enjoy themselves.
Yeah, you're right. And, that's a very encouraging price. And people do need, it's like break away from the stresses of work and life, really, as well.
Absolutely. And everybody's under tremendous pressure as it is at the moment. So it just means, well, we hope anyway that somebody can arrive at Glosna and spend 3 or 4 hours here having a wonderful experience. There's teas, there's coffees, there's goodies. I'm very big fan of the goodies.
Me too.
Just have a nice time, and it costs €25. So the first one's tomorrow. Then the next one is on Saturday the 22nd, the following week. Yeah. That's another healing experience. And then on Sunday, we're doing one on a Sunday as well for people who work on Saturdays.
Very good.
Sunday the 6th of February, we have relaxation through visualization.
Oh, excellent.
So there are new kind of just half-day affordable experiences.
And just so people know as well, you do have drumming returning, and I love
the
drumming.
I sure do.
Oh, exciting. I really, really love it. And it's a shame that I'm not going to be able to make it this time. But for those who can, maybe you want to tell them when it's on.
Of course, yeah. It's, Eddie O'Neill from Rhythm Retreats is bringing his drumming workshop back to Glosna, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, great.
And it's on Saturday the 12th of February.
Yep.
The kick-off is 10 a.m. and it runs until 4:30. And it's just, you know yourself, Celine, because I know you're as passionate about drumming as I am, but it's a really empowering, energizing, fun way to kind of motivate and inspire yourself.
Yeah.
And have a bit of crack whilst you're at it, which is so important too.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Because you get completely sucked into a rhythm, and you know, I've floated away. You know the way you're saying float away in a beanbag.
Yeah.
Well, I've floated away with rhythms before using a drum. There's something to it, completely.
Well, music moves us,
doesn't it?
And what better way to allow music to move us than to create it ourselves?
Exactly. And that's why I'm really passionate about your drumming classes. I have to admit, I love it.
I know. I love them as well. And even the last one that we ran, I mean, we had it in the End Cottage in Glosna, and we had 30 people. Yeah. And it was out of this world. Everywhere in the lands, in the gardens, down by the river, you could hear the drum. You could hear the rhythm, the energy, the laughing. Some people even began singing. It was just a really fun experience. So,
excellent.
Yeah, that's on the 12th, Saturday the 12th of February with Eddie O'Neill.
And obviously, if people want to keep in contact with you, they can. You're on Facebook as well, and you can.
We're on Facebook. Yeah. You can just search under Glosna House, but we have our website, which again is just glosnahouse.com.
Yeah.
And there's ways to contact us there as well, whether it's by phone or by email, and we kind of keep that. I update that every couple of days, Celine, with what's kind of coming up and that kind of thing. Our website is completely up to date and tells people even. Actually, there's something I did want to say to you about what's coming up.
I know. I was getting ready to kind of probe you to ask you, but I said no. I'll leave it to you. Go on.
We haven't launched it yet, but sure, now is as good a time as any. Mm-hmm. Last year, you may remember, we ran a couple of treat nights, and really, what a treat night is, it's a free event. It costs nothing, and it's our way of, I suppose, bringing people to Glosna and giving them the opportunity to kind of explore the various therapies and the various things we do here without them having to pay anything. We have our first treat night of 2011, and that's coming up on Friday, the 11th of February. Okay. Now, these treat nights do book out very quickly because obviously we've limited places.
Yeah.
But this one, I have to go to this one. I'll have to get off work that day.
Make sure you book yourself in early.
I know. We have three of our therapists looking after this one. We have Carmel Nolan. She is a bio-aura therapist, bioenergy healing. We have Cynthia Quinn, who is chelation healing. And we have Audrey Connolty, who's doing Reiki and Ki massage.
Oh, excellent.
Without going into loads of information on it, really what it is, everybody who comes, and we have 25 places, will get free mini treatments.
Wow, that's an incredible thing to be given back to people. Well done, really. Absolutely amazing.
Well, it's nice. I just love having people here. So it's what it's all about, and they'll have a great night. There'll be teas, there'll be coffees, and not that I could forget the goodies either.
Goodies.
And basically what will happen is everybody will get a chance to kind of sample therapies that maybe they've heard about or maybe they're interested in, but don't want to subscribe to signing up for a full hour or 2 hour session. They can come and try it. They can meet the therapist.
That's brilliant.
Just have a nice time.
No, that's absolutely brilliant. It's a great way for people to be introduced to each and every one of them, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who may not be familiar with the names of the therapies, and then when they go, they'll go, oh, that's what that is. I wanted that.
Yeah, and that's sure, even myself, like, I'm learning about a lot of these therapies as I go along. I always found, from my own experience, the only way you can kind of find out if something works for you or if you enjoy something is to give it a go.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a way of letting people try some things out with it costing them nothing.
Well, you have an amazing amount of things happening now over the next while, and I'm gonna have to let you go and get back to being cozy and feel better, because you have to be 100% you.
I know, wrapped up by the fire, drinking plenty of Ribena.
Oh, lovely. And, you have to get some animals. I know you've got animals there. I know you do. You've lots of animals. You're like myself. I usually have the cats around me when I'm in a situation like that.
I have all the animals around me. It's almost turning into an animal rescue centre.
Oh, well, I was going to start calling you Dr. Doolittle now, but...
I've been called it before.
Have you? Okay. You and I both. They've called me other names as well, but we'll go into that another day.
We'll leave those ones out.
Exactly, we leave that off air. Listen, as always, an absolute pleasure chatting to you, and we will chat again soon, and no doubt there'll be a lot of people knocking on your door in the very, very near future.
Thank you so much, Anne. It was great being on the show, Celine. I really appreciate it.